Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of No ID Podcast. I have here an incredible guest, okay? Bare Knuckles championship fighter, MMA fighter, boxer, Virginia native. You saw him not too long ago on the undercard for the bragging rights pay-per-view, the Mayweather versus Paul fight. He fought Chad Ocho Cinco, a young man out of Rocky Mount, Virginia, Mr. Brian Maxwell.
What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, bro? Just gonna go ahead and get into it. How do you get into being into bare knuckle championship fighting? Like what? Like, do you just wake up one day and say I want to be a bare knuckle championship fighter, or how do people get into that? Because I'm curious.
I kind of got into it when you may know him, Reggie Barnett Jr. He's from down there in the Chesapeake, Norfolk area, and he fought on their very first card, and I watched it to show him some support because I've known him for a long time, and their second show came up, and one of my training partners ended up being on their show, and he asked me to corner him, and so I went with him, and when I went with him, we got there, we arrived, and the fighters were meeting each other, and all the fighters thought I was fighting, and I was like, no, I'm not fighting. My partner right here is fighting, and I'm the type of person, I'm not going to take no one else's shine away from them, because that's not the type of person I am. But we went to the show, and they offered me a fight that night, but I didn't take it, just for the simple fact because I wasn't ready, and it wasn't my time to take somebody else's shine either. So but it sparked my interest, and they had some tryouts coming up, and they sent me an email about coming to tryouts, so I went, and I had a great show in the tryouts, and 6 months later I signed with them.
Did you have a boxing background or fighting background?
No, I have no boxing background at all. I've been a wrestler all my life, and then I got into MMA and done my thing with MMA, and I've had some pro Muay Thai fights also.
I wrestled in middle school, and then I tried in high school, and then a girl got the best of me, and I just retired after that. It lasted probably a year and a half. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to Northview High School in Norfolk.
Where?
What about you?
I know what you're talking about. I went to Franklin County High School.
Okay. Once again, for those
that name should ring bells in that area.
I saw a couple of your fights, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. For those that's watched it, don't go by what the media says. This man will whoop your ass. You understand what I'm saying? I would have him go down a dark alley with me any day, so I could be protected from this man. So he's a professional at this. So the fight that you had recently with Oco Cinco, who's one of my favorite personalities, how did that come about?
Man, look, even after the fight, I'm still baffled about how it came about. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how my name was put in the pot for the fight or what. But, I got the call, and I accepted, and here we are.
Y'all went 4 rounds, and in the last round, you knocked him down. You got right back up. I give you that heart, because this first time. Was that your first professional boxing match, or?
No, it was my second one. I had my very first one in February of this year.
That's actually dope, because most fighters usually don't fight in the same year. So, yeah, and I know for those that's listening, Ocho Cinco is not a out of shape guy. For him to be 43, 44, he's very in shape.
Yeah, he's super in shape. He's an all-world athlete. You know what I'm saying?
And they was talking about how much you looked up to him, and he was like an inspiration, things like that.
Yes, sir, man. I followed this man since day one. It's been my favorite football player since day one, and I molded myself after him, and he's one of my favorite players of all time, and having the opportunity to fight him and put in work with him, and also build a friendship with him too after the fight. it's a true blessing.
So who were some of your inspirations as far as like boxing, MMA, and bare knuckles fighting goes? Like, who was those ones that you watched that you gravitated more towards? Mine was Kimbo Slice,
Oh
honestly.
yeah, of course. All day Kimbo Slice. He was one of my inspirations to that made me like fighting anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to sit in class and get in trouble for being on YouTube watching Kimbo Slice's backyard fights. Because him knocking somebody out in the backyard, you got that reaction of oh, and it never failed. Every time I would watch one, and he dropped somebody or hit him so hard that they didn't want to fight no more. That reaction is what gets you in trouble every time, and that's what got me every time.
Ooh, so you did MMA as well too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you three-sport athlete, probably more because you said wrestling as well. So I'm gonna say four, probably multiple sport athlete.
Yeah, I've always been a multi-sport athlete. Even when I was in high school, I played football, I wrestled, and ran track. You know what I'm saying? So, being a multiple sport athlete, the odds are endless. And when you kind of have a background of doing multi sports, it gravitates over, and that's how you live your life a little bit. And that's what I still do to this day. I'm a multi sport athlete. I do MMA, I do bare knuckle boxing, I do Muay Thai when I can, and then now I've gravitated towards boxing. And it's everything's working out. It's had its ups and downs in this journey, but everything seems to be falling back into place right now.
So what's the physical and mental preparation for getting into the sports? Like, what do you do? I know some athletes, they go team blackout where they don't do any social media. They cut off, like, I know the partying, the women, everything. So what is like your physical and your mental preparation as far as getting ready for any type of fight?
I mean, it's the same as always. Once I'm in the gym, I'm focused, and once I'm in a fight camp, I'm strictly focused on the fight. You know what I'm saying? And anything outside of that, I still have got to handle my responsibilities. But when I got a fight coming up, things are a little bit different, and I'm a little bit meaner and much more of an asshole when I'm in fight camp.
Mm. It's just like when I'm in comedy, it's like right before a show, you won't hear me say shit to anybody. Like the whole day, you won't hear me say anything. And I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be funny the whole day, but I'm on my like mental preparation. I'm trying to read out the crowd, and it's gonna be me versus I don't know whoever's in the crowd because I may get a heckler or something, man. And
Yeah, big facts.
you don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like I know was your adrenaline pumping when you watched the fight, and you got the. I mean, you was on the undercard for by far the greatest boxer of our generation, of this
Yes,
generation, was
sir.
Floyd Mayweather. This was an exhibition, even though exhibition of nine, it was that man's a marketing genius. So I mean, was there
Yes,
any
sir. And
did you get to learn
like I
it?
told,
I'm sorry, go
like I
ahead, bro.
told, like I told him Sunday after the fights in the locker room, it's a true blessing that he picked me to be on his card, and it was awesome being able to meet him and talk to him like a regular person. You know what I'm saying? It was great.
Did he give you any type of advice going forward, or
I mean, he's probably said this to people 1,000 times. He's like, keep working hard and keep doing what you're doing and get better and better and continue your journey.
yeah, that was just dope, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And y'all was the first fight. I thought you was gonna be like the second main event, like the co-main event, but they
We
had you
should have
guys.
been. We should have been because me and Chad's fight was like the second most hyped fight on the whole fight card besides Floyd's fight. You know, if you look anywhere on social media, all you've seen was my face or Chad's face everywhere.
You saw you saw you knock down Chad. That's
Yeah.
what I saw all on Instagram going forward as well too. So you yelled out, y'all know well, I think you yelled y'all know who my fucking name is. Y'all know who I am. I was like, okay. So I mean, I know that was a high moment, man. I was like, okay, because like I said, when the announcement that Chad was gonna fight, and then they told me who was gonna fight, I just had to dig deep into like research, and I was like, who's Brian Maxwell? I was like, Virginia. So that seeing somebody that looks like me, somebody from the same area doing, just chasing a dream and just
Yes,
doing
sir.
everything and going against whatever odds and just staying humble like you are because you blessed me with this interview, man. That's fucking amazing, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was definitely proud, man. And like I was telling my father, he watched the fight with me. I said, I got a dude. I got him. He said, who you got? I said, Brian Maxwell. I said, the dude that knocked Ocho Cinco down. He said, nah, you bullshit. I was like, nah, I got him. I got buddy. I got buddy, man. I got him. I got him. I said, I ain't know for sure, but I got you, man. I do appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. I always, since my following has grown, I always try to react with the fans, and when podcasters hit me up, I try to give everybody a chance. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm a very homegrown person, and when somebody from home hits me up, I always move them to the front of the line. You feel what I'm saying?
So you be getting a lot of interviews now. Like your stardom has it
Yeah.
started. Yeah. How you taking it now with this newfound fame?
I mean, I'm taking it in stride. I'm living it up. I'm living my best life, I guess, as you can say. And everybody around me, they still treat me the same. I get to no fame with my family, so that's cool. I'm glad my family treats me like a normal person instead of the what can I say, dick riders out here.
Oh man, no, man. I'm just proud of you, brother. I am. I know I keep saying it and gloating it up, but you
Yeah, I
know,
appreciate it, man, for real.
yeah, I'm like really extremely, extremely proud, man. That's dope. In the car with a boxing legend, you fighting in a sports sports icon. You big major pay per view, and that means your name is in somebody's mouth now. Pause that they actually know who you are, and for Mayweather to hit you up, obviously you're going in the right direction. Are
Yes,
you do you
sir.
plan on doing any other sports outside of those three? Or are you looking to gravitate more to like wrestling? Are you gonna try and go UFC, or are you gonna try and go?
I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like if Floyd gets in contact with my peoples again and offers me something else, and say for instance is another celebrity or it's anyone else, I'm down for it. But I'm going to stick to doing my bare knuckle fighting, and I'm happy where I'm at. If something bigger comes along, we'll take a look at it, and if it makes money, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, man.
And if it's a great opportunity and it's best fit for me, I'm down for it. I'm an opportunist, just like with this Chad fight. It was an opportunity. I didn't want to have any regrets about not taking it and someone else taking it. And you know, we here now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you ever gotten in the ring and had that like that old shit moment, like that? Oh wow, like I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Has that ever actually hit you before? Like after you
Hell yeah,
finished?
yeah, man. Like my oh shit moment was my very first MMA fight. Like I when I stepped in there, I still couldn't believe I was in there. And then, I ended up beating the guy in like 25, knocking the guy out in 25 seconds. And that is just the biggest highlight of my career so far. Like I'll always remember that just because of the fact it was my first one and I done so well in it.
I think I saw that on YouTube this morning when I was at work. I was
Yeah.
like looking up your fights and stuff this morning, man. I was like, God damn, buddy's a beast. So are you in Virginia now or are you in
Yeah,
Florida?
yeah. I live in Virginia. Everybody thinks I live in Florida for some reason, but I'm here in Virginia. I'm homegrown, born and raised.
That's what's up, man. Don't forget, yeah, you didn't forget your roots, man. So
I'll
like
never forget my roots. I'll never forget where I came from, man. Like, I wasn't a rich kid or a medium class kid. We, we lived in the hood, man, a little bit. And grew up in the country, so I count my blessings every day, and I'm very thankful to be where I'm at. Win, lose, or draw, I'm happy.
yeah, yeah. So do you have um are you have any future plans? I know you just right now you're creating your own wave, right? Do you have any future plans, like anything that you got in the foreseeable future? Um I know I mentioned wrestling because most of the time I see a lot of people now are gravitating towards the WWE. You saw Brock Lesnar
Yeah,
do it, come back to it. You saw Tyson
yeah,
Fury do it. Mayweather did it back in 2010 or 9 when you saw him at
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania. Ocho Cinco did it. He was an episode of Monday Night Raw. You see a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
doing it now. So do you just asking? Do you plan on signing with a wrestling promotion in the future? Is that something that you want to do as well too? Or
No, sir, not at all. That is no future in that at all. Once I'm done with fighting, I'm done with fighting. I'm going to be. I'll be a coach, but once I'm done with fighting, I'm done with fighting. I don't want to hear not too much about it unless it's about the people that surrounding me and I'm helping prepare for fights. But wrestling is not in my foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? WWE style is not in my future at all. But they ask a brother, can you come in for about 5 mil? I might change my mind.
shit, I changed my mind for 1 mil. I ain't gonna lie, Stu Knowles is on my ass. Like, no, I'm kidding. I got a couple of friends that's actually like trying to get into the game. I got one, he's a content creator. And he's
Mhm.
definitely been training UFC, getting into shape for that stuff, man. Do you have any advice for those that's trying to do what you're doing, to the ones that's trying to be the Brian Maxwells, or the ones that's out there seeing, like I said, somebody that looks just like them, going after their dreams and checking off their list and their goals?
All day, man. Like, if you want to do it, man, definitely pursue it. Like, find a good local gym. Once you step in that gym, check your ego and your everything at the door and go in there and be an open book to relearn, to learn something new. And, uh, persistence and consistency and repetition is the key, man. Like, you got to grind, never give up, bust your ass, man. Like if you want it, go get it. You know what I'm saying? And take every opportunity given.
Yeah, I agree. So, do people want to get in contact with you, brother? They want to subscribe or follow you. How do they get in contact with you? Where can they view you at?
They can definitely find me on, check out my Brian Maxwell MMA fighter page on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter, Brian Maxwell 12 official, and Brian Maxwell 12 on Instagram also. So follow your boy and let's get those followers up, man. Like, I really appreciate you hitting me up too, man. Like I said, I'm very homegrown, and when somebody from home hits me up with a podcast first, they get moved up to the front of the line.
That's great, and I appreciate that too. And for
Yes,
y'all,
sir.
that make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to this man, young man right here, man, and keep supporting him. Look up his YouTube clips, like his pictures. To please get his subscribers up. He's at 5,000, I think a little over 5,000. Get this man up to a million.
We almost at 10,000 now. I need like 300 more followers, and I'll be at 10,000.
Let's add another zero to that 10,000. Let's get this man to 100K, please, guys. And make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me personally at RomeFunny_89. That's on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow the podcast page at No ID Podcast. This episode will be available. This is season 5. I think it's the 4th or 5th episode I've recorded, and this is probably the most impactful one that I've seen, because like I said, we don't see that many of. I don't really see that many of us doing what Brian Maxwell is doing. So, like I said, just keep supporting this man. And for those podcasters out there, make sure you hit him up. If you're from Virginia, definitely hit him up. But keep up the work, Brian. I really do appreciate it. Keep it up. Hopefully next time I see you, man, you'll be the main event, not the co-main event.
I know that's right, dog.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, dog.
Thank you.